Well, guys, this is it. The finale of the retrospective. Now, I can't do any bonus things because I tried to do the secret bosses and they were too hard. So let's just start. And also, getting the ultimate weapon is BS too. And let's start the end of the world. So it starts off where you go flying, and it's like it's bending and stuff. And then when you go there, it's really quiet. And then when you go there, they're thinking to themselves, like Sora and Donald and Goofy are saying, what if after this, like, because this is like the darkness world, what if we can't go back? But then they say, don't worry, you have the gummy ship or something like that. Or maybe they'll do something, I don't know. And then they go in, and it's like kind of like this battle arena, they just fight, and that's it. And then they go into this portal, and then it's in it, and it's another battle arena. Yeah, I think this world's kind of mad because it's mostly a battle arena. And then, but it's like stage, like a theme, Disney theme, that? They'll charge that, stuff like that. 1 sec. Yes, Mom? Well, I'm doing a video. Sorry. But yeah. And then, but then Winnie the Pooh is just like a resting ground, which makes sense because they have mini games. And then they go into the final portal. Well, kind of sort of final portal. And then they see Seabori. Seabori is a really cool, fun, challenging boss. It's a way better version than Ursula bosses because you could actually fly and do combos instead of that piece of fucking shit with the underwater stuff. Oh yeah, you still have to do that in the oh yeah, the end of the world area stuff. That's really sad. Anyways, after you defeat them, you go down and then go to another portal, and this is the last fighting arena. The first one, you have to do that behemoth monster. They have a lot of these. I told you it's just a regular enemy. And then after you defeat it, the heart gets destroyed one bit by bit after you defeat other monsters. And then you finally do it. And this is the final rest. And then when you go into there, oh yeah, and there's no coming back after this. You hear a strange voice, and but Donald and Goofy can't hear it. And then you go in. It's Destiny Islands, but something feels off. There's no bridge near the island. One of the palm trees has fell down. Something ain't right here. And then you go into the mysterious cave, and then Ansem taunts you, whispering, and then everything falls apart in the Dust Islands. And then you see Riku with the evil form. Then you go into him, and then he's completely Ansemified. And then he turns into Ansem, Secret of Darkness. And then he talks about like some darkness stuff. But then Sora is like, no, we can do this. And then he turns into Dude, and I stand! But yeah, this is the first phase. And I like the first phase. It's really cool. It's really challenging. You got this thing, and then he has a defense mechanism, and then he says, you insolent little fools. And he says, submit! And then if you do get submitted, you gotta be careful, because that guy, right, can like deal damage if you press a question mark real quick, you cannot get hurt. That's good. So then after you defeat the evil Ansem, well, it's the first phase again. So then he flies away, and then he go there, but then Donald and Goofy can't go, and then you meet Darkseid. He's just more easier. That's it. And then Ansem comes back, and it's a bit harder. I thought it was BS, but you just got, like, his bullet things very fast, so you just gotta dodge it or hit with with the defensive game. And then he uses his like super form to use his stand and goes up and down, up and down, and up and down, and he taunts you. It's really cool. How like you have no life or something like that. That's really cool. And then after you defeat him, everything is darkness. Nothing's in it. And then you see the battleship. Oh my goodness! And he's like, oh, he has tentacles and everything. It's like, And then he puts Donald and Goofy in this dark portal, and then Sora falls down. But then Riku tells him, "Don't give up, pal." And then he does. So then you go over there and try to beat him. And it's really good with the music. It's so good. And then he swings you with these lace things. It's like... And then he's like, after he does that, he goes, and then he rests, and then you have to defeat the inside of the body, and then the face, and then you go to the area and receive Donald and Goofy. And then after that, he comes back, and he's more powerful. He's using lasers and beams, and he's at the top of his head that looks like a Final Fantasy final boss. He's just trying to burn everything and fire and everything. And then after you defeat him, you win. Or is it? Because Ansem comes back as the regular human form, and he goes to the door to darkness. But then Sora says, actually, it's light. And then there's light coming out, and he burns. It's like, and then he dies. That's it. But then the darkness suddenly dark. It's like it's not light or something. And then they try to close it in, but they can't. But then Rico comes in and helps him. And then Mickey comes in. Yay, Mickey! And then gets a golden keyblade. And then they close it. But then something happens. They see Kairi, and then Sora comes in. But that means they can never see each other again. And he tells them, we promise we'll be together someday. And then the original soundtrack of Simple and Clean. When you walk away, you don't... It is so emotionally sad. It made me cry. It's so good. And then Kairi goes back to his river island, and then he goes to the mysterious cave, and then he sees that Sora gives her a papu fruit, and then in return, gives him to Sora. It's really good. Oh, and then the ending, it's really cool because you could see after, like, what happens in the Disney World. They're pretty unique for the time. I never knew that until I actually beat Kingdom Hearts 2. It was like, whoa! This is, like, revolutionary! For 2005, me wonder what happened in at least 4 years from 9/11 joke. 9/11 joke. Don't feel referenced. I never joke 9/11. And that is it for the Game of Treasure Patches. I want to do the compilation video, but my mom did something to my videos. And that'll be it for today. Bye. Next is Chain of Memory.